If Sonic the Hedgehog is the fastest thing alive, why does he need a car? Sonic has had his fair share of racing games, first with Sonic Drift in 1994, and the upcoming Sonic Racing Crossworlds in 2025. So in this video, we'll build 3 of Sonic's race cars from across the franchise. Starting with Sonic Drift, Sonic's car of choice is the Cyclone, not to be confused with Tails' Cyclone from Sonic Adventure 2. Since the cars in-game have a more chibi look, I wanted to build something smaller to match that, almost like something you'd see in a polybag build. Luckily, LEGO makes these specialized smaller mudguard pieces that we can base the build around. So we'll start with this small vehicle base with silver tires, and build around that with red and white pieces to mimic the color of Sonic's shoes. I'll then add the steering wheel and other extra details at the front and back. And with Sonic at the wheel, our first car is finished. In a way, it's kind of a throwback to the LEGO Dimensions Sonic car, since both use those specialized mudguard pieces. Our second car, a Lamborghini with Sonic and Tails racing in the Cannonball Grand Prix, isn't from a game, but retro artwork from the SEGA Harmony Employee magazine from the 90s. It's a deep cut, I know, but let me cook. LEGO's made a really cool version of the Lamborghini Countach as a part of the Speed Champions line that I'll use as a base for Sonic's red Lambo. Most of the build is just a color swap of the Countach from white to red, but with some adjustments to match the art. For example, I'll replace the 2x3 tile with a jumper plate and a white round tile for the number on the side of the car. Just pretend that there's a 7 on that tile. After all, one of LEGO's taglines is just imagine. For another imaginary detail, I hid a 1x2 clip behind the passenger side to hold the Cannonball Grand Prix flag. And to fit our racers, Sonic and Tails, I had to get out a lot of the Countach's interior, as Tails' tails have too large of a wingspan, or I guess a tailspan, to fit properly in the original Speed Champions set. With them in place, unlike the Speed Champion set, Sonic's Lambo doesn't have a roof, so instead I'll place a trans yellow windscreen. But man, this piece stressed me out. It's a classic LEGO building moment where, after hours of building, you think you found the perfect piece, but it only comes in one set from 15 years ago, and a new piece is hella pricey. Luckily, buying used pieces online like this tends to be cheaper, but you also run the risk of it all being scratched up and yucky. Luckily, the one I got looks pretty good, so with that window installed, our second car is off to the races. Side by side with the Countach, which really did all the work for me here, it's just cool to see this incredible set in my favorite color. Last but not least, in Sonic Racing Crossworlds, Sonic drives the Speedster Lightning, but I wanted to take a different approach from our other cars with this build. Since vehicle customization is a huge part of the game, I took inspiration from this particular photo to attempt building a modular, interchangeable race car. So instead of being one unit like the Speed Champion sets, we'll have 3 pieces that combine into one car. I'll first build the center of the car, which the front and back will connect to via Technic bricks on both ends. The sides of the Speedster have some curved details and hide a hint of light blue, so I'll use a 2x6 modified plate and build on that with more plates and medium azure slopes for that hidden detail. Then I'll add brackets, tiles, and arch pieces for the curved details on the side, and enclose it with blue plates, tiles, and curved slopes. After making a second one, I'll fit those under the plates from earlier for a near complete structure. I'll then furnish the back with some red pieces and a curved slope for a seat cushion, and add a blank video game controller piece for the steering wheel. It could actually spin a little bit for some extra playability. As you can see, the medium azure is layered within the car, and there is plenty of room for Sonic, but without the rest of the car, he's going nowhere fast. So let's continue. I'll start with a 2x6 Technic brick for the front of the car. This piece is often used in LEGO cars to connect the wheels, but we're not there yet. I'll then build off that with some plates, brackets, and a Technic axle to connect back to the center of the car. I'll add some blue mudguard pieces and curved slopes to round out the car's hood, with this separate build consisting of a modified brick, trans blue pieces, grills, and more blue slopes that connect to the front via a hinge brick. For the windshield, while in-game it's a lot longer, I took some creative liberty and used the same piece we used for Sonic's Lambo, but in trans black. Connecting to the center car body, our business in the front is done. For the party in the back, I'll again start with the 2x6 Technic brick and build around that with our Technic connection and blue mudguards, with additional plates and tiles to hold them together. Behind that, I'll add brackets and sneak in some taillights and wedge pieces. Since since we're working with a tiny space here, I tried to jam in as much detail as possible. I'm sorry if you're tired of me saying curved, because I'll also add a variety of curved slopes that'll blend in with the rest of the car. And for the curved slope finish, the Speedster has two slopes that I think are meant to mimic Sonic's quills, so we'll make symmetrical builds of plates and curved slopes. While this section looks kinda goofy with the overhang, the curves will look more cohesive when attached to the center console. Connecting back to the rest of the car, with all three pieces together, we are missing just one really important thing. We're ironically using the new wheel pieces made for the Mario Kart sets for this Sonic car, which I really like because you could customize them with round plates to make them any color you want. In this case, red for the Speedster. Compared to LEGO's traditional rubber wheels, these plastic wheels have a larger range of motion. While rubber wheels are more rigid in their movements unless you're going back and forth, the plastic wheels can move in practically any direction and even do a 360 spin. So with the wheels installed, our third Sonic car is complete. I was concerned that separating a car into three pieces wouldn't look cohesive, but I like how it turned out. Bringing all three cars together, my table may look like a used car lot now, but this was a fun challenge to grow as a builder because I rarely make custom vehicles. Let me know in the comments what other Sonic cars you'd like to see in LEGO, as I need something to mix and match with our Crossworlds car. And if you enjoyed this video, drift your finger over to that subscribe button, as more LEGO gaming content is crossing into your world soon. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and happy building!